Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I am going to talk through this. This is not a custom build. This is a pistol, and I think I'm going to give my thoughts on this, just run through the features, what I think is good, what I think is bad, and actually if I would end up purchasing this again if I were you guys. So this is, I think, a very underrated pistol. It's something that is not really... Oh, I don't really see them that much. It's very rare to kind of see, and I think that really it offers a lot, and it is slightly different, which I think is kind of cool to have in the airsoft world. You don't necessarily want your replica to look like everyone else's, so it is kind of cool to show something else off. And this is the Tokyo Marui USP Compact. It is a full polymer airsoft replica. It's not real, and it is kind of follows that trend with Tokyo Marui. They generally will make everything in pistol format, full polymer. They're not going to have kind of metal components to that. And as you can see, it kind of has a similar look to that kind of Glock style. It is based on the USP, which is a 1993 real steel, apparently. It's kind of like a modern design. What I find quite interesting with this one is looks like it does not kind of have a hammer, but actually lurking right back here, you do have a hammer. So when you rack it, there is a hammer here. It has the option to decock it. So if I pull the trigger there, I can actually put that down. I don't think you can do that with the magazine in there, and I wouldn't necessarily try it, because as soon as you release that if you fire it and it doesn't release or doesn't decock, that's going to hit your thumb straight on. So I'm not trying it, and I don't think it does that, just from the information that I've got. But that is something that is a feature, which is kind of cool. So it is apparently the USP Compact Variant 1 is what this is based on. It is apparently a large diameter cylinder, which ensures stable performance and powerful blowback is what they describe it as. I'll show you the blowback quickly, because normally I wait until the end of the video, and I feel like people actually want to see that a bit earlier. So obviously it kind of has the slide lock when the magazine is empty. Slide release is there. That's it, giving its lock on the slide. It has the Trades USP Compact there, 9mm 19. I believe this one is not licensed technically from Heckler & Koch, who make the actual original. So it is quite hard, again, to find this in the US. You normally have to buy it overseas, and you normally have to, therefore, import it, pay the shipping, and run the cost of customs saying, sorry, we're going to take this away from you, and we're going to send it back. The other thing which I think is quite cool is it's like a dual action trigger. So it's kind of that Glock style trigger there, and you have a long pull where you can see there the hammer starts to come out. It can kind of stay half cocked like that. And so you can just pull straight from the trigger. You don't necessarily have to rack the action. However, when you have got the action racked, you have kind of similar where that Glock trigger, actually it's the opposite of a Glock trigger technically. It's actually kind of in this little spot. It's a curved trigger. You know, I don't love it necessarily. It's got some give to it. What I do like actually though is that with the M9, like I did a video on before, that trigger pull is always long. With this, when it is there, it is actually very, very snappy, and it does give quite a lot of recoil considering this is a polymer slide. So as I said, you can decock it. It is apparently a realistic operation. You know, it does a blowback like a real firearm would do, but I mean, what are you expecting from buying an airsoft replica? Also, other things to mention. Oh, the mag release on this is here. So you don't have your kind of button release that you would normally have on kind of a lot of, you know, your Glock or a lot of the standard replicas. So it almost is activated by pushing down this lever. I'll show you here. So if I push this down, and that's where it is coming down right there. It's quite hard to show. It's going to release the mag. So if I show you, boom, that is my thumb hitting that. And then I drop an expensive gas blowback magazine on the floor, which luckily has not broken, but that was very dumb of me. So don't try and do that. The cost of this thing is $117. So for me, that's pretty worthwhile. That's from WGC, so that isn't a broad retailer. But for me, that's a pretty good deal. You know, you're going to probably pay a bit for shipping. These mags are going to be about $30 as well. So you're going to want some mags. It is not like your Glock magazine, which is going to be proprietary across multiple different Glock platforms. So you are going to have to invest in getting these kind of compact magazines. But, you know, I think they're good mags. They're kind of very similar. Kind of has this little lip on the bottom there, which actually for me just sits perfectly for my hand. The other thing that I love on this, which probably is my favorite aspect, is the safety. I can't do it on here. Okay, so that's the safety. So if I rack this here and I release it, all I have to do is just flick that up and it's on safe. So it doesn't lock the trigger will still go back, it just won't fire the action. If I want to take the safety off, there. So there is no like messing around with the safety. It's literally so easy to do. It's almost like, I find it like kind of like a bad lever for my ARs, where obviously that's a bolt release, it's not a safety, but it's so easy just to flick that. And it's almost like, even if you have it in safe, I can flick that really easily and get it done. Kind of has this spring mechanism to it as well. And I haven't actually seen too many videos on this, so hopefully this is valuable to you guys. That also has that Picatinny rail kind of segment slot there. I don't know if that's going to take most of them. It almost doesn't have a slide function because it's got this solid piece at the front here. And also it doesn't have like a lock-in rail. So I haven't tried that, but I would definitely say it looks like that's what it's designed for, but don't kind of... don't take my word for it. Iron sights on this are good. You know, again, it's kind of got that, again, the chamber here is very, very similar to that Glock. And actually, I just really like it. So that's going to be my kind of overview. Just to give you some of the stats on this thing. It's got a 23 round magazine with a +1 in it. You know, if you've got one in the chamber, that's going to be 23. It's made of ABS plastics, obviously a gas blowback. It fires semi-auto, does not do full auto. The hop-up is adjustable. The velocity on this is 1 joule. So it's not bad at all. And it's not kind of it's not a replica that's not going to fire that hard. Another thing, though, again, with the Tokyo Marui replicas, these are built for duster gas. So that is 134A gas it's doing 1 joule on. So you're expecting it to do more on green gas. The other thing, though, as well, is the reliability. The wear and tear on this is going to be a lot higher. It's not built for that powerful gas. It's got a polymer slide, so I would expect this is going to break a lot sooner. For that price, though, you know, it's not crazy to me. I don't think it's that bad. Weight on this is 685 grams, and in the package you get 1 mag, the actual replica, so like you would normally get. Obviously, if you want more mags, which I would advise, because it's, you know, if it's only 23 rounds in the mag, you know, you may want more. Mag loading on this is great. It's the kind of same where it's actually very hard to grab that, to be honest. But you can just literally put this here, pour the BBs in here, and it'll fill it up, just similarly to most of the Glock mags that I've used. Anyway, guys, that is my little overview, thoughts, and features of the Glock, of the USP Compact by Tokyo Marui. As I said, I think it's really cool. I've used it in games. I've really liked using it because it's almost that Glock 19 size, just with a slightly bigger handguard, I feel like, or it's definitely more comfortable. And I haven't seen that many of them around. So if you want something a little bit different, something to add to the collection that, you know, most people won't necessarily have, I definitely think that the USP Compact 9mm gas blowback Airsoft replica is something you might like. Actually, there's something I've just noticed as well. For removing the mag, you've kind of got these little pinch points, which I think also is great. Okay, guys, so that is this. I hope you found this useful. I'm going to have quite a few more just going through pistols that I haven't custom built, that I've just kind of got and found interesting and have tried out. So you guys may have some questions, or you've looked up whether to buy it and you found this video. But have a great day wherever you are, and I will see you all very soon in another video. Goodbye.